Hello, hello. I'm not gonna do the stream start music this time because I would like to just get straight into it. We're gonna play Pathfinder because it is the best game I own. So that seems the obvious answer to me. I've had some proper dinner. Got some more energy to get back to streaming. I'm feeling a bit fidgety though. So. One of those evenings, I guess. Hello, hello. Okay, what did we do last time? I think we made it to Green Gates. We made it through Green Gates, and now we've got to figure out what we're doing next. Which is that's a challenging question of what we're doing next. I don't know yet. So I guess we'll find out when we check the quest log. Come on, Pathfinder, load up. You can do it. Actually, it's less Pathfinder and more computer. Oh, hey, Octon Blue. It's good to see you hopping in. How's your day going? Oh! Nice to know. I'm glad. I will warn you, this game has succubi, and they're freaky. So that's your content warning. It is a fantastic game, though. Probably my favorite game I have ever played. I like it even better than Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah. I just know you, and I figure give you the warning you deserve. Oh, I love the loading screens. Alright. Oh, yeah, I got so many good party members. Actually, one of the cool things about this game is it gives you so many party member options. Yes! Oh, yes, you've hit on it. The music is so good. So good. And there's a different theme for each mythic path you choose. So, I don't know how much you know about the Pathfinder system. But Pathfinder was originally based on D&D 3.5e. So it's a little bit of a different system. And something that they incorporated that isn't in D&D is mythic paths. So I'm currently on the Azada mythic path, which is like your chaotic good, peace, love, and friendship kind of rowdy mythic path. And so it has one theme, but then you've got the Aeon, which is very lawful mythic path. Demons, like chaotic evil, that kind of thing. But yeah, we were gonna go try to deal with the... Oh. We should rest. Seela is battered. We should rest. Yes! Azad is also fun because you get a baby dragon. Ivu is the best. Yo, Cryptic! How's it going? I have so many friends in my chat today. This is wonderful. Why can't we make midnight soup? How unfortunate. Sure, we'll try curse pilaf. That's a funny name for a recipe. If Abercandaloos hate all that is beautiful, how do they fight on the same side as succubi? An excellent question, Nenio. Succubi are only beautiful on the outside. Inside they are nothing but hunger and ugliness. Maybe even Abercandaloos can sense it. Fair enough, Cryptic. Those are both good games, as far as I can tell. play Minecraft, what server are you gonna hop on? Alright. Battlefront 2. It's like a Star Wars shooter game, if I'm not mistaken. I don't play it, but I imagine it would be very fun for people to do. Okay. Just trying to finish up the arena and stuff. Battlefront 2 has multiplayer. Theoretically, you guys could play together. Okay. Okay. Where do we want to go? I don't know. Maybe we'll just take a hike. Yeah, it might be worth it. I'm not the sort of person who'd play it because I'm not really into shooters of any kind, but the only exception would be like Fallout, maybe, but I tried to play Fallout 3 and it terrified me. Hey, the older it is, the better your computer can run it, theoretically. Just saying. Oh, hello there. Okay. Right, we're not on turn-based right now. Okay. What's my strategy here? Okay, everybody's after the poisoner, which seems a little silly to me. Let's get at least one tank going after... No, you go after him. The evoker will go quick. Ivu, you go over there too. Rig. Sure. Yeah, I think that'll do. Alright, let's see how this goes. Ah, not the fireball. Okay, well. Okay. Oh yeah, we've got fast healing, that's right. Oh. I missed a guy. That's awkward. I did not even see him. Harriet! Vivian, no! Okay, Vivian, hurry up. Okay, so in Pathfinder, so in this game there's two modes. So currently I'm in real time with pause. So basically the rounds run through over the course of 6 seconds, just like they would if D&D were real life. But I can pause the combat at any time to give orders to my party so that they all know what to do. But if I want to, I can also turn on turn-based mode so that it plays out more like Baldur's Gate 3 combat, and so each of my party members gets a turn. I run through their turn, all is well. As you can see, I have many party members and many animal companions. Running through all the initiatives takes forever. So I'm trying an experiment. I don't normally love real-time with pause. It's not my favorite in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. That's like the one thing I dislike about those games. Because inherently I have less control over what's happening. But I'm trying it out in this game because there are so many, like, nothing fights in this game that it's not really practical to try and do turn-based for every combat. It would just take forever.
I'm just relaxing after a long day, smoking my pipe, not bothering anyone.
Yes, exactly. So
all I see is a hardened killer relaxing, a hardened killer smoking his pipe, and a hardened killer not bothering anyone. It's obvious you're up to something.
So, yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 combat taking forever it's a legitimate issue with that game. I just like that in this game it gives you the option to choose what you want based on the fight you're dealing with. So if it's just a regular nothing fight, whatever, I'll do the real time with pause, because generally my party is tough enough that it's not going to be a problem. But if it's like a boss fight, I'm going turn-based so that I have absolute control over what's happening, what spells are getting cast, and so on. Alright, let's hunt a dragon and hope it doesn't kick our butt. Maybe the concept that we're trapping the dragon will help? I'm so nervous. This dragon ambushed me twice on my previous way here, and it smoked me both times. We will see how this goes. Alright, Sela, I need you to mount up. Also, here you go. There's my baby dragon. So, apparently she grows near the end of Act 4. She's adorable. I started an Azada run before this, just on my own, not streaming. I did not know I would get a dragon when I got my 3rd mythic rank for Azada. And then Ivu popped up and was like, "Hello, I like jam." Her name is Ivu. A-I-V-U. She's like, "I like jam and rainbows and chocolate, and I feel like we should do all this fun stuff around the city." And I was like, "Ivu, I will die for you." I love her. Alright. Greyboar meticulously scans the surrounding area and appears pleased with the results. The talon-like hooks of several collapsible spikes protrude from his pack. The dwarf produces a small, tightly wrapped bundle from his pocket, and its pungent smell fills your nostrils. "Come over here. This is where we'll set up an ambush for the dragon. Let's light as many fires as we can so she thinks there's a whole caravan staying here overnight. You can be sure she won't resist such easy prey." "I do know there are some mean, angry dragons around. Some of them even eat the small, nice ones. Or so I heard. Anyway, I will fight like a beast, and I'll even growl like one, too. This wicked old dragon won't eat me." Alright, let's get started. The dwarf nods his approval. He is calm and composed as he readies himself for battle, but his eyes shine with excitement. This is going to be a fine ambush. I wish I could voice Ivu as well as the actual voice actress voices Ivu. The performance is so good. Okay, here we go. I'm nervous. This thing, the breath weapon, is tough. Okay, but like, she just used her breath weapon, so maybe I'll be okay? Maybe that resource is wasted? I have no idea. I've done this once, and I think I was higher level, on an easier difficulty. Alright guys, let's go. And turn on turn base, please. Okay, try to pierce through the scales. If the wound is deep enough, we'll be able to use the trail of blood to track her down. Okay. Vivian, how do I not have anything useful on your hotbar yet? Okay, you can't charge. That's fine. No, not the crit miss. I hate that. Guys? Hi-boo! Okay. What do we need to know about this? Okay, it is evil, so I can smite it. AC 36. Yes, exactly. Problem is, we've already fought her twice. I've injured her both times, but not very much. And she knocked out like half my party both times. So I'm a little... I have some concerns. Okay. So we're gonna ride over to here. This is a swift action, so we're going to smite. And then...
Into the fray.
Oh, thank you, Sela. Okay. Ulbrich. We're gonna use your death from above. Get you in here a little bit quicker. Ah, thank you for the crit. That's very helpful. The other thing I need to figure out about this thing... Okay, so we got it flat-footed. That's good. Immune to a bunch of things. Vulnerable to cold energy. Okay. Okay, it has Dispel Magic, which is not great. Oh boy. Oh boy. This may or may not end poorly, we'll see. Okay, Aru. Aru, you gotta do better than that. I'm sorry. That just is what it is. Damage. Hold on. Oh! That's a cool effect. What do you have? Ooh, illusory. On. Force punch. Storm. It's an illusory version. The fox's name? That's Nenio. She is a kitsune. She's crazy. In a hilarious way. As soon as she opens her mouth, you will understand. Check the dragon again.
You're irrelevant.
Basically, Nenio Arushale over here. She's the one with wings. She is a succubus who is trying very hard to change her nature. Okay. Actually, Nenio, you know what would be really helpful right about now? Haste. Center it on Greybor, you'll catch everybody. Thank you!
Simply business.
Okay, Greybor, that's your job. Greybor, you missed.
This condition is irrational.
And that's what I'm talking about. That's really bad video. Okay. Vivian? Honey? Okay. Let's see. I have spells and stuff. Where's Vivian? There you are. Only technically a ruse. Oh. Ivu. Let's not get them confused now. Ivu, where are you? Uh-oh. Can I only cast it on... Can I cast it on Seala's horse? I can cast it on Seala's horse. Giant horse. Okay. Ivu, you have a breath weapon too, but I don't feel like it's going to be the most helpful. Yeah, a big part of Arushale's storyline is, a big part of her storyline is actually learning to dream. Because in the lore of Pathfinder, demons don't dream, but humans and mortals do. So there are some actually really powerful moments in Aru's story, as she goes through that journey.
A bright future.
Seala, help. Do it again. Thanks. Nenio needs you. You. That'll be good enough for now. We'll
Always watch your
want
back.
to rest before take on the dragon properly. I'd save this quest for later, but it unlocks a kind of important NPC. The ground is covered in fresh dragon blood and deep claw marks. The winged silhouette soars high up into the night sky and heads east, doubtless toward her lair. The assassin gives the commander a thumbs up and throws his pack over his shoulder. The ambush was a success. Serious loss of blood, though not fatal, causes the dragon's heart to compensate by contracting more rapidly in order to oxygenate the muscles. This makes it more difficult for her to breathe and weakens her wing capacity. The lack of oxygen then leads to convulsive seizures that force the dragon to descend for short rests. It takes her the entire night to travel the distance she could normally cover in a few hours. The NPC's name is the Storyteller. He is an extremely aged elf. Party teleportation is so helpful. No, I don't. But he has some important quests. Okay, no, I haven't gone the wrong way. Good. He's got some important quests that help unlock the secret ending to the game. And while I'm not going for that, he's also useful for other stuff like repairing artifacts so that you can turn them into powerful magic items and make use of them. Okay. Dark splotches of dried blood are visible on the ground. Its foul, pungent scent awakens the predatory instinct of the hunt. Everything nearby is splattered in blood as if a battle took place here or someone slaughtered a herd of goats. Yet this blood belongs to neither human nor goat. Its sulphurous odor indicates that this is the blood of a rare fire-breathing dragon. Injured and exhausted, the fleeing dragon stopped here to rest. The commander decides to... Okay, my perception's pretty good. But also... rely on my instincts as a hunter? That's like a unique... That's a unique dialogue option. I don't really care about impressing Greybor. We're gonna rely on my instincts. Having examined the blood, the commander points confidently to the south. The dragon's lair is hidden somewhere among the mountain gorges. The dwarf, who's been watching her, nods in approval. He seems impressed by the commander's tracking skills. Artisan's Tower has been revealed. Yeah, I agree. Okay. I don't want to go to the Shrine of Sacrilege right now. Good, I don't have to. Oh, there's someone on the road. Oh, right. The commander and her followers are traversing the mountains, trying to track down the female woundworm that has lately been wreaking havoc around Dresden. The dwarf leading the party approaches the edge of the cliff and points down to the ruins of a tower built upon the rock 300 feet below. Its very existence raises a number of questions. Who would dare to build a tower here so close to the demons? Why would they erect it here at the bottom of a canyon? An expert analysis of the tower structure provides the answers. Numerous features in its design indicate that the building dates back to the golden age of the Atlanti Empire. It is several times older than the Whirlwind and was originally constructed on top of a mountain before the cataclysm changed everything. It's okay, this one's scripted into the quest. The tectonic plates shifted, causing the tower to sink to the bottom of a newly formed canyon, and the mountains rose up around it like the jaws of a predator, ready to snap shut and bury it beneath the rock forever. Okay. The ancient ruins have been abandoned for ages, barely visible amidst the steep cliffs. The tower would have remained hidden had the commander's party not discovered it by following the trail of blood. The dwarf signals that it is time to descend. The alpine path leading to the tower soon splits into two directions. On the left is a rocky ledge, dangerously narrow and visibly unstable. On the right is a broad path covered in overgrown brambles and thickets. There are many poisonous plants in these mountains, some of which are so dangerous that merely touching them can lead to numerous adverse reactions. These include, but are not limited to, migraines, disorientation, vomiting, hearing and vision loss, paralysis, and even death. The commander assesses the risks and... Yeah, no, it's not a spontaneous TPK to a bunch of wolves. And actually, I don't know that... The only wolves I've ever run into in this game were involved in their own miniature quest lines of being, like, possessed by demons and stuff. I agree with you, Poison Path is a bad idea. But also, last time I did the steep and dangerous path, we all fell. We're gonna do it anyway. Okay. The commander decides to take the path to the left, which descends steeply down at a dangerous angle. The loose stones along the ledge are treacherous and unstable, and one wrong step could cause a rock slide. This is a task for either a person of outstanding acrobatic talent or someone attentive and cautious. Whoever leads the way will take on the greatest risk. The commander... So we could send Ulbrig to lead the way. That's a differential of 5, so we'd need to roll a 5 or higher to succeed. Or we could do Nenio, who I would not describe as attentive or cautious. But that one has a differential of 4, so I think we'll try that. Oh! We succeeded. Statistics show that mountains often prove to be more cunning and cruel than those who seek to conquer them. Even places that seem harmless may in fact prove highly dangerous. However, Nenio does not make a single mistake as she skillfully navigates the most dangerous sections of the path. Her allies watch carefully, mirroring her every move, and the party arrives at their destination safely. Phew! The path comes to an abrupt end. A recent rock slide has destroyed this section of the trail, leaving behind only a few footholds for those brave enough to attempt the crossing. Commander's allies hastily tie themselves together with rope, hoping to prevent a fall if anyone loses their footing. The dwarf silently indicates his mountaineering equipment. If they choose to climb down the mountain cliff, they will be able to get back onto the path and avoid the dangers ahead. This is where I wonder. Ulbrig is a shifter who can turn into a griffin. Because of his mythic abilities, he can turn into a griffin indefinitely. Is there any reason why he doesn't just fly us down one by one? Their logic is lacking. Okay, so athletics is plus 22, so that's 7 versus plus 17, not 10. Ooh. Okay, Ulbrig, it's on you, buddy. Roll a 7 or higher, please. Thank you. Assisted by their training and combat experience, the party climbs down slowly and steadily. Ulbrig does not panic or make a single mistake as he skillfully leads his followers through the treacherous terrain. Eventually, they reach a secure rock ledge. With a cry of warning, the dwarf points to the sky. Giant birds of prey circle ominously overhead. Their beak morphology indicates their carnivorous nature, and their large size suggests they consider those climbing down the cliff to be prospective prey. Right? It is common for them to fling their quarry against the cliffs and then feed on the carcasses. With ear-piercing shrieks, they swoop into formation and dive down to attack. 21, so that's a 7 versus an 8. Okay, Ulbrig. 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 Ugh. Ulbrig draws his knife and slides the blade against the rock, trying to mimic the sound of a mountain cat sharpening its claws. Instead, there is only the unpleasant sound of a knife scraping against stone. It also dulls the blade, rendering it completely useless against the incoming creatures. Their curved beaks pierce through cloth, leather, and skin, tearing off chunks of flesh. The commander's allies eventually drive them away, but the birds still manage to tear one of the party members from the cliffs. Who was it? Greyboar! Greyboar falls like a stone toward the tower ruins below. His allies reach out to catch him. Continue. You failed. And succeed, unfortunately. Oh no. Oh no. It's getting worse. Greyboar clings to his allies, pulling them with him as he plummets through the air. The safety rope grows taut as each member of the party is dragged over the precipice one after another. Amidst a cacophony of shouts and muffled screams, the commander and his followers, followers hit the ground with a resounding thud. Luckily, the ledge was not high enough for the fall to be fatal, but they cover the rocks around them with spattered blood and torn bits of clothing as they tumble toward the dragon's lair. The dwarf leading the party tries desperately to slow his descent with a small axe and curses furiously, punctuating his numerous obscenities with occasional prayers to Norgarber. Ouch. Okay, what's the damage? Because this is going to be a hard fight. What's the damage? Who's dead? I have some concerns. Oh dear. Ah! It's right there. True. true. You tumble down the rocks toward the dragon amidst a cloud of dust and cascading stones. Your breakneck descent attracts the attention of both the dragon and her prey, an elderly elf who appears to be her latest victim. Greybor groans as he picks himself up off the stone floor, a dour expression on his face. Well, this is a real mess. Norgorber doesn't favor us today. You again? Come to finish me off? Was this old dotard a part of your plan to distract me as well? I will devour you whole, and your deaths will be slow and agonizing, you parasites. You are awfully wicked, and you're mean to my friends. I won't feel sorry for you at all when they teach you a lesson. Yes, the storyteller guy. To your surprise, you recognize the dragon's captive, the storyteller. He points urgently to the dragon. Kill her right now. If she starts to breathe fire, everything around here will burn. All right. How dare you injure me? You will pay for the pain you've caused.
Let's make this quick.
Okay, it could be worse. Nenio's full health. Okay, not anymore. Ivu, no. Okay. Why is it back up at full health? And we're all fatigued. Oh my goodness, this is a terrible situation for me. This is really bad. Standard action. Strider. Sense of... That's all you can do on your turn. And then there's me, and guess what? I'm gonna do it too. This is what you get when both of us are, rangers. Right! Because they can't ever make anything easy for us. Okay. Nenio, what have you got for me, girly? Enemies within a burst. Okay. Well, that went poorly. Sela! Oh, why do you have one use left? Do your best. That is all I can ask.
Guide my blade.
It's your
Greybor?
time to cease to exist.
Ah! Ooh, no! Not Ivu! No! No! My Ivu! I don't get to hit her. Not allowed. At least we have fast healing. Actually, no. That's not gonna help us. We need bonuses on attack rolls. Okay, just do your best. It's fine. Okay. Aru.
Guide my hand.
Your thing only works if you actually hit the dragon. Aru.
Your death awaits.
Same gig for me. Okay. So one of your really high level spells didn't do the job. Maximum of 24 hit dice. Okay, how many hit dice does Devara have? 25. No. 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 Okay, we'll go haste again. Okay. That's all we got here. Sela, I'm kind of depending on you. What did I just say, Sela? That's bad. That, ooh. That's really bad. Sela, you have 1 hit point. We might be a little underleveled for this. Oh boy. Okay, that's your move action.
Make your
Actually, I'm okay with that.
Cover me.
Yes! It wasn't a crit. It was a dirty 20, but... Okay, what have you got here? DC 25? Try this. Neo, you missed. Okay, Sela. Smite this beastie and then bop this beastie, please. Otherwise, you're gonna die next round. Oh no! I might be underleveled for this quest. It's on you, Harriet. You and your 2 hit points. Harriet, you missed every... A Rue? Fix it. I need you to crit. Preferably multiple times. Okay, now I need to crit. Preferably multiple times. Oh no. No, we're so screwed. Bye, Harriet. Bye, Vivian. I would be better off if I hadn't literally just fallen off a cliff, yes. I would also be better off if I had started off with a full rest beforehand, but I did not get that opportunity.
I'll loot your corpse.
Guys, crit, crit, crit. Please, I beg of you. You need to... The dragon is right there. We don't have healing capabilities. The people who do are dead. Oh no. Okay, let's take off deadly aim. Point blank is still gonna work. Let's remove rapid shot and... Oh, hold up. I have other things. Hold on, what's this? That's only a DC 15. DC 15. If this weren't a story important item, I would use it.
Your death awaits.
Come on. Please. Please. Bye.
This is my chance to run. Terrible.
Yeah. I know. It's bad. Okay, what about you? Remove that. Actually. Oh, but it's not gonna do the thing fast enough to bring Bismuth back, though. We got it down to half health? Ow. That's only a DC 17. Don't need Long Strider. That's a standard action. And it only helps if we actually hit the thing.
Resist.
Yeah, fair enough. See you later.
Someone, save me.
Well.
Someone, save me.
Well. Well. That went well. Okay. That went terribly. Okay, let's try this over again. I've never been TPK'd before. It is
No reason to pause.
a unique experience. Admittedly, that would have gone a lot better if we'd rested beforehand and had all of Celia's heals available.
Always watch your back.
And if we hadn't fallen off a cliff. Alright. Let's just get started. Here we go. Roll through it. Do I have a better strategy this time? Not really. Now let's just get down to business here. Actually, hold on. Let's bring our party together, and now we can attack.
They will break against
Okay.
our resolve.
Bismuth. You cannot charge. How unfortunate. Okay. What did I do last time that worked well? Haste. That's what I did. Okay, center that on Vivian. Initiative rolls are actually slightly more in my favor this time.
You should have listened to reason.
And actually, I probably should have moved Enio over more so that Devar's breath weapon would catch her in the crossfire. Aru, you're gonna run over here.
I will
We're gonna
resist.
try and avoid that breath weapon if we can. Thank you for at least not missing. Okay. Heh, that's funny.
Cover me.
Oh, come on.
Into the fray.
Simply business.
Is that so, Greybor?
This condition is irrational.
Well... Okay, I did successfully spare a Rue. So, could be worse. For you, madam. Oh, stop. that, I guess? Oh, you can't. There. Now try. Yeah. Don't tell me I just hit my own people. It said one enemy within range. No! That's the wrong response. I am horribly outclassed here. Alright. Thank you, Ulbrig. Okay. Continuing on. We desperately need a rest. So let's start with that. Hopefully this time our curse peel-off will work. Yeah, it's rough DCs.
Nenyo, out of interest, whose head is worth more? Queen Galfrey's or the Commander's? What does your science tell you?
That's a question.
The Queen's, most certainly. Although, if we consider the developing trends, the price for the Commander's head could exceed that for the Queen's in approximately 8 months and 4 days' time.
Oh, cool. That's less cool. Time has come for me to visit the court. Greybor, we're gonna take a detour. I hope you don't mind that we're gonna go take a detour. There are other shenanigans going on, and I would rather like to level up if I can. Alright. Head up to Dresden. Oh, yay. Wow, that was a lot of traveling. Alright, let's see what my court has for me. Alright, you guys. What's going on here? Skittish bootstraps, finally! We have 2 surprises for you. One of them planned, and the other, not so much. Let me tell you about the unexpected one first. Yesterday, one of the cavalry sculptors accidentally shattered Maestro Avon's favorite cup and buried the shards to conceal his wrongdoing. The first consequence is that war has broken out between our inspired artists, and I'm not just talking about clashing styles. The Maestro discovered the cup's disappearance and declared his own personal crusade against all the cavalry sculptors. He's frightening when moved to anger. And the second consequence is this. Aranka opens her hand to reveal what looks like pieces of rainbow that somehow turned into physical matter. This is the Maestro's ill-fated cup. Ever since your power manifested itself here, this place has started to transform things. Not just anything, either. When it was discovered, the gnomes were eager to bury just about everything they had laying around, even a couple of their own comrades, with their enthusiastic approval, of course. We even had to ask the Chaldean warriors to rein them in. But we did learn a great deal. It seems the garden doesn't affect unusual items. Burying amulets or magic weapons would yield no results, but if you bury some trivial everyday item, it will be transformed into something marvelous. Cool. Now what about this planned surprise? Oh yes, just remember to visit Maestro Avon Turin and the cavalry sculptors. They wanted to share their own thoughts on the garden's unusual properties with you. Ilks draws a deep breath. And now for the surprise. We've tried to put together everything we know about your power. We started back in Canabras, and now we finally figured it out. It's not like we gained any particular insight into your abilities, but we have devised a special guiding ritual. Everything you do is linked to the impulses of your heart. Beautiful impulses. And now we know how to transport you to the place your heart is calling for at any one moment. It might be the gardens of Elysium, or perhaps the domain of Desna herself, if we're right in assuming that she granted you this power. Isn't it just magical? To visit Elysium for real, to meet its wonderful creatures, to discover other ways to prove yourself. We're ready to proceed with the ritual anytime you want. Ooh, I know. We'll fly home. Or maybe not, but it'll still be fun wherever we go. I'm ready. Let's begin the ritual right away. Greymore can't complain about that. Are you guys ready? I'm so excited. If we've got it right, we're about to accomplish something truly wondrous. Poor Knight Commander. No idea what's coming. We do have a concerning amount of abyssal corruption on us for what's coming next, though. Where are we going to end up? I don't know. Where could we go? Actually, I know exactly where we're going. And I won't complain about it because it's a good opportunity for levels. Oh no, where could we go? Destination of the ritual doesn't look quite as expected. Oh, come on. Loot! Thank you. Wait, is there more? I already looted that. Thanks. Where could we be? I wonder. Wherever could we have found ourselves? Guys, where are you going? Okay. Here. A blue burst. Alright. Ooh, I wonder what this is. Oh no, we've been trapped. What are we going to do? This is actually legitimately a kind of spooky place. Many of the bodies in the jars are those of tieflings or half-fiends. Many of them are strangely deformed or show multiple stitches and incisions. Ooh, what's this thing? Before you, some kind of magical device. It looks old and broken. A large, oddly shaped crystal is wedged tightly into a slot in the device. Touch the crystal.
Day 16. Abadius 4662. Experiment transformation. Subject young male, half-fiend. Objective to study the properties of hybrid souls. Desired result to see the same results that were previously achieved on full-fledged demons. Suture, bring me one more crystal. I believe I'm almost there.
Ah, it's you. Good. Very good.
I may have just figured out something, but I'm not going to spoil. The dredge demon that appears before you is a pitiful specimen, even for his own ilk, which are distinguished by neither strength nor a terrifying appearance. His peeling skin is covered in scars, and his hands are twisted at an odd angle and have a slight tremor. But he stretches his mouth in an approximation of a grin.
Have a look around. Go ahead. Meet the locals. They're not the best housemates, but there's never a dull moment. You'll like it. Here with us is definitely the place for you.
I've seen you before. You're disguised as a halfling. You spoke to me in Canabras before Discari attacked.
How did you... Maybe I was disguised. Maybe I did speak to you. Fat lot of use that knowledge will do you. Do you think now I'll just bare my soul and reveal all my secrets and whatnot? You can think again.
Can you tell me how to get out of here by any chance?
Maybe I'll tell you. What harm will it do? But first, go and take a look around. The answer's not as simple as you might think.
Okay, what is this place?
What? You mean you don't know? It's my Lady Aurilu's, her old laboratory. She used to live here back when she was still mortal, before those Sarkorian dogs came and took her and tossed her into the threshold. But they only found the house. They never got into the lab. My lady came back here after, when the Abyss had already bitten off a chunk of your world, and Sarkoris had become the world wound. But she never liked this place, and she abandoned it many years ago, along with everyone in this place too. You can enter here, but leaving is impossible. Impossible. That's why all the people abandoned here got out of their cages and started living as best they could. You'll see. That's if you can get through. The lady placed barriers here that only let demons through. They don't keep me out, but you're gonna have trouble trying to break through. I heard there's a knack to it though, so keep trying. I've heard of you, succubus. The barriers won't let you through, so don't even think about trying. You might be a demon, but you've got Desna's stink all over you. You!
Lady Vorlesh was here, and now she's gone. What terrible luck! What a horrid confluence of circumstances! The questions I have for her already run to a dozen pages. Huh.
To be honest, I'm glad she's not here. I'm afraid of her. I'm afraid of the moment when we'll meet face to face.
If all goes well, LaRue, we'll have enough mythic ranks by the time we meet Aurilu in the flesh that we'll be able to hold our own. Alright, I have things to do.
Careful. This place is dangerous. It hides many things that have never been seen beneath your sun. It is not my land, but it isn't yours either.
Okay, that's to know. It's telling me that's the way forward. But if I don't want to listen? Is there any more loot here? Anybody see anything? Guess not. Actually. Oof. That's rough. Okay. Let me... Oh. Alright. Pretty much everything here is horribly difficult to kill.
No glory without
Oh. There's another one. Not the
Stab their
horse.
You're irrelevant.
Desna, guide my hand.
It's your time to cease to exist.
Yeah, you can stop there, Greybor. You're more of a rogue than a tank. Though admittedly Bismuth isn't very tanky either. But like... Oh no!
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Just took strength damage. Wait, what did that? Hold on, what? I'm so confused. What just caused the strength damage?
I'll loot your corpse.
E? That's a bit awkward for Greybor.
I'll remove this obstacle.
She says before she misses. Ow! That's just plain rude. That's awkward.
Mind over muscle. I will resist.
Alright, let's just... This is gonna take a minute, I think. Oh, he's hitting Vivian. That's just rude. Welcome back to the proper side of the fight, Greybor.
Dissect your cadaver.
Well. That was eventful. Oh man, we're slow. Hey. Smith. Gracious. Oh, we're all slow.
Rely on me. Did I mess up again?
How long do I be on this? 15 seconds? Save again, just because that's always good company. Especially in a place as full of monsters as this. Cloak of the Ancient Herald. I don't know if that's actually better for you. You keep what you already have. It's good for you though. See, goodies have we good. Okay.
That's easy.
Oh yeah, we're still horribly low on healing potions.
I found something.
Thanks.
Struggles never cease.
No, usually don't. Okay.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
Okay. Quick save. Oh yeah, there's rats in. Hello. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da! Get 'em! Before they make a nuisance of themselves. Right.
is just a step to a success.
Will prove my worth.
Well,
I'm trusting you.
cool. Yeah. Nah, it's cool. Okay. Wing.
Precisely.
Let's make this quick.
Sad Demadad.
Time to work.
Ah! That made me jump.
You're irrelevant.
Yeah, these things suck. At least they can. Anyhow, don't mess this up.
Went splendidly.
It isn't clear if this breach appeared while the laboratory was still in use or after its abandonment, but the scratch marks and blood stains around the edge indicate that it may have been tried as a potential escape route. Oh, the notes! It's perfect. Okay, we got boots. Who's getting... Old Brig. Yeah, it's Old Brig. Hey you, I've got fancy new boots for you. Aha, we have another one. Okay. A vessel resembling an outlandish jug seems to have been hewn from a huge block of solid crystal. Veins of bright purple running through the crystal pulse with light. A crimson droplet falls on it, triggering a vibration deep inside. You look down and see a scarlet stain blooming on your chest. Your wound is reopened in the blink of an eye. Presumably, but the object before you is a magical repository for a soul, similar to those used in various evil spells. However, this artifact is different to all the ones you've seen before. You cannot fully identify its properties. One thing you can say for sure, it is currently empty. You reach forward to touch the vessel when suddenly it trembles and, with a gentle sigh, crumbles to dust. Cool, so we can't actually perform any further study on that.
Together we stand.
Somebody have lesser restoration.
Huh? I'm prepared.
I don't think any of us do. That's more of a social kind of thing. Oh well. Well, that's good to know about.
Always watch your back.
Haru!
Allow me.
I have a job for you.
I've finished here. Is there more?
Skullberry pie. What's this? Copy that down. It might be useful later. Love that this area, which is realistically kind of an end of act area in most runs, is so easy as an Azada. Oh wait, never mind, that's the way forward. Hi guys, a little curious what's going on in here. Hi! Behind the barrier, frozen in what seems like a weakly glowing liquid or a magical glimmer, is a woman with long silvery hair. At her back, you can see a single white wing and some kind of dark, broken shadow. Haggard figures huddle around the woman. A dwarf in a ragged robe scarcely notices you. He sits on the floor, running his fingers over the leaves of the plant that is growing between the slabs, like one would normally stroke a beloved cat or dog. Next to him is the unmoving figure of an elf who's covered in scars and doesn't take his eyes off you. The third member of the group is an old man with a long, straggly beard who's dressed in old armor. He turns quickly to face you, brandishing a rusty sword. Who are you? Another conniving wretch who serves the traitor? Don't come any closer. Please, friend, calm yourself. I have brought the wind of spring and freedom into this dungeon. I'm going to get you out of here. The old man shakes his head in surprise. Oh my. You're from the Desnans, I suppose? Someone from the good gods has finally come for us. The elf, who has been silent up till now, stands and says, So, you're the foolhardy soul who's ended up here. What's wrong with her? We found her like this and we couldn't break through the barrier. She must be sleeping or at least immobilized. We call her the Protectress. A priest from Brevoy came up with the name. He used to be one of our brotherhood here until the demons got him about 7 years back. We call her the Protectress because the angel's aura, even caged, protects us from the demons. This place is still crawling with them. We try not to stray too far from her. She is all that's keeping us alive now. Can you tell me anything useful about this place? It might just be wishful thinking, but I guess if there is some way to get through those barriers blocking us. We tested them so many times, they only allow full-blooded demons to pass through them, except the barriers were here long before Arilu abandoned the lab, which means that she was able to walk through them somehow. Maybe she had a key that we can look for? Who knows? There's one more thing. I've heard the demon, sentient ones, mention something called the Lexicon of Paradox. I don't know what it is, but they talked about it like it was an artifact of some kind, a relic. In other words, something valuable. So it's possible that it could help us get out of here, but I don't have the slightest idea what it is or where to look. Scary? Yeah, a little bit. You don't know what's going on. Who are you? We're the only survivors, the only ones apart from the monsters and demons, I mean. The old fellow is a crusader. He ended up here accidentally around 20 years ago. He camped out in the ruins of the house, found the magic door, and came through it, but of course he couldn't get out again. I'm one of the last to have been brought here by Arilu herself. She literally dragged me out of the demon's jaws, and I don't even know what she wanted me for. She kept me in a magical sleep most of the time, and then she lost interest in the laboratory. The druid, that one making friends with the plants and the roots, he's been here since the very beginning. I think he's from Sarkoris, but he's half mad and wasn't a talker even back when I first met him, so we don't know his name or any other details about him. He grows food for us, and he doesn't talk. He's the best neighbor you could hope for. The elf chuckles bitterly. Arilu left people alive down here? She just abandoned the place? That's right. She opened the cages but sealed the way out from the outside. What else were you expecting from the architect of the world wound? Compassion and mercy? Sometimes I think that leaving us here is just another one of her experiments and we're just rats in a maze. I really, really hate people who lock other people away in cages. Sitting locked up is the worst thing ever. This architect is a bad, bad person. We need to help everybody who's still in here. So, you've tried to get out of here. Countless times, by whatever means we could think of. Nothing worked. Maybe if we'd had a powerful cleric or spellcaster among us. Then again, seems unlikely if Arilu imprisoned an actual angel down here so easily, doesn't it? The elf nods toward the unmoving winged woman. We can't even explore the whole laboratory. Some of the passages are blocked by barriers that only let demons through. Have you survived all this time? With difficulty. There were more of us before, subjects of Arilu's experiments, mortals and demons and other abominations. When she left and we were all freed, it was chaos. The demons killed everyone they could, then they turned on each other. Mortals who survived set up a base here. Druid grew food for us, the others kept the demons at bay and tried to find the way out. New arrivals would appear rarely, unlucky travelers or reckless adventurers who ended up here by accident. As you can see, we're the only ones who survived. Well, I'm not going to sit here doing nothing. There's got to be a way out of this place. Alright, we're not going down that way yet, because that's the way forward. We are instead going to come back to here. We need to go and explore the old wing first. Let's see. door. Hey, buddy. You look at the figure dressed in rags, and after some difficulty, you recognize that it is an old mongrel. Few exposed areas of skin are covered in horrific burns. Grotesque, twitching appendages that look like a cross between tentacles and umbilical cords are latched onto him. Mongrel gives a quiet groan. Who's there? It's been so long since I heard another living voice. Whoever you are, I'll set you free. Keeping a living being in captivity is unacceptable. Freed from the appendages, the mongrel slowly, very slowly rubs his hands. Then he raises his eyes to you. You, Crusader, did you never consider that some of those witches burned on the pyre were the real thing? Lord Baphomet, I offer up this worthy sacrifice to you.
Time to rob them of their treasures.
Yeah, so about that. That plan went really well for you. Also, if you look at that, that's an interesting clue. All sorts of those around here. Okay. Store. Hello. There's that shadow demon again. Oh no, that's bad. Oh, that's also really bad.
This is my chance to run. A terrible mistake.
Oh boy. These are strong things. Seela, get your act together, girl. Stop just wandering in circles. Okay. Oof.
I will help where I can.
We will need to rest. Rest. That's the word I want. Okay. Speed composite longbow. What do I have right now? Got the wicked longbow. What does a erosive longbow? 1. 5 to 12. 6 to 13 in my hand. Slightly better for me. It has the speed attribute, which great. We need to rest. So let's all take a nap and hope the abyssal corruption doesn't kick our butts. Oh, I don't like that one bit. Check. I'll choose one. Okay. Scroll scribing. Thing is, I don't need that. Have a scroll. Okay. Alchemy, I want Ned to do. I don't need scroll scribe. Detect a ritual. Okay. let's hope. If that abyssal corruption gets to level 3, we're so done. It becomes a bad day really quick. You said your name is Arushale, is that right? There, I've written it on my amulet. Now your bewitchery is no threat to me. An amulet like that, unfortunately, won't be any help, but I wasn't planning on bewitching you in any case. Oh, Ulbrig and your superstitions. Ooh. Ooh. We cannot rest in here again. That is so bad. Oh no. I mean, hey, at least we have full hit points. Oh no. I try very hard to avoid level 2 abyssal corruption, and it has not gone well in this case. Cool, just more creepy Arilu equipment. Cool.
You had your chance.
Alright. Daniel, you have a job.
A success worthy of praise.
Bodies in the murky liquid are likely remnants of unsuccessful experiments or failed attempts to save them. I'm sorry, I can't see what you're saying there, my friend. What exactly are we looking at? Only a real cur would cut off a griffin's head and shove it in a jar like a pickled turnip. Oh, that's what we're looking at. Oof, that is rough, Ulbrig. That's really rough for you, buddy.
I finished here. Is there more? Help me sway from my path. I sense something. This is where I shine. I'm glad I was useful to you.
Alright. There's more things in here. Hello.
Muscle.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
I'd love a level up here soon. That would be convenient.
That's easy.
Okay. Oh, there's another one. Oh, and there's that, and oh, there's the Shadow Demon again.
Prepare
Finish off the Omarks, somebody please.
Stab their backs.
I'm so glad you made that save, Nenio. Feeble Mind on you would be a really bad day. Oh, Sela got dominated. Guys, stop trying to hit Sela. She doesn't know what she's doing. Oh dear. That's bad too. Come on, deal with this thing once and for all. Thank you. Grey Boar. Greybor and Sela. Okay, so Sela, give Greybor some attention.
The struggles never cease.
Girly are going to de-summon Bismuth.
No reason
Real
to
quick.
pause.
You call.
De-summon him again. That is why I like Bismuth. Alright, that'll do for now. Okay, we can't get through there yet. The key from Suture first. Secret sorcery crystal. Seems cool.
Precisely.
We're just gonna quick save really quick. Oh well, girl.
Please, forgive me.
Lock is jammed now. That's what we reload for. I want whatever's in that box. If it's got such a high DC lock on it, I want it. Might be here a while though. Okay, girly.
I'm glad I was useful to
Thank you. Chaos does not look like the result of anything as deliberate and controlled as a search. It's more likely that there's a fight here, or that everything is simply smashed. Cool.
Always watch your back.
Letter. Reeves laboratory. Okay, we've got to do some reading here. Okay. The Sarkoris had witch trials. Men in armor walk up the high bank of the West Island River where it draws near the border of their war wound. The soldiers' feet halt on this is a series of cliffs too regular in shape to have been formed by wind or water. The sky hangs over their sharp edges and thickening bends, the shade of mercury on the horizon rising to dirty rust. As it arches above the soldiers' heads, it regains its familiar azure hue. Interesting. Without the materials supplied by the client, the creation of new midnight bolts is impossible. However, significant progress has been made in the matter of improving existing bolts. Bolts must be tested in the field. The upcoming celebrations in Canabras may be the best venue for a trial. The fight for Canabras marked the beginning of the Fifth Crusade. The next objective is Dresden, once the capital of the Crusader movement and now a demon citadel. Will win. It is an equation with an infinite number of unknowns. The finest military minds failed to bring an end to this war, but a new leader now stands in command, one different from all the others. And perhaps this new variable will produce a different result. In other words, Arilu has been watching me for a long time. Secret sorcery and experiment suture. The room has more life to it than other chambers in the lab, but even here rationality wins out over comfort. Okay, we can't get through there. One more room to explore here. Expert lockpick.
I'm finished here. Is there more?
Ooh, you're getting a quick save. This is not the only challenging fight we have.
Time to run your own treasures.
Also,
Cover me.
focus on that.
I will
That.
resist.
It's sure you
listen
too.
to reason.
Got farm seal. Only second level spell. Not the stuns. Okay, everybody, focus on that too.
Prepare yourself.
This is tough.
Don't worry about me.
Fine, you're gonna freeze my party members? Let me try and freeze you. Most Nenio's been dazed. Oh no.
Victory, the plan went awry. Damn.
Okay, so I'm not dealing with that right now. Uh-oh. I seem to have a problem. I keep getting myself into fights I can't win easily. Turning up the difficulty, even just a teeny bit, has done a ton to make this harder. Okay, so this time, everyone focus on the Nalfeshni. Don't miss, it's bad form. Oh, it's almost as strong as the dragon. It's almost as strong as the dragon. That explains a lot. All my melees are dazed. And so am I. Oh, that's really bad. Somehow I get the feeling that this is not going to end super well for me. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. We'll just let those ones be. Because that Nalfeshni is about as strong as the dragon somehow. Unless, of course, we try turn-based mode. Let's try turn-based mode, and let's see how this goes. Maybe in turn-based mode we'll have better success. Okay, so you missed. You didn't. Need you to cast Hurricane Bow. And then I need you to move to there. Give us all haste. Stay there. Also going to do less. Over there. Now it's Mr. Broccoli's turn. Nice. Oh. Okay, so what those do, they make it that when I try to deal damage to him, if I succeed, he also deals damage to me. That's with a successful fortitude save. I love how there's just like, there's no music. Okay.
You should have listened to reason.
Yee. It's my turn to cast Sense Vitals. Mr. Brock is gonna try and stun us all. Did he succeed on stunned for a round? Okay, it's fine. It's a lot of damage to take just from. Okay. So what has that just...
Cover me.
Ah. I don't know if I can actually win this.
Stab their backs.
Victory is won.
Great, yeah, we can't win that fight. We'll have to come back for that one later. That fight is literally unwinnable with my current capabilities, even at this difficulty level. Now Fleshny is as strong as the dragon, which is crazy. Alright, well, that's all we can do in the old wing, I think. What did you guys see? What did you see? Aha! Helmet of Camaraderie. Okay, that's useful. What does it do so I know who to give it to? Each ally in a 10-foot radius. Yo, Ulbrich. I have a thing for you. Hey, that looks funny, I'm gonna keep it. Except for the part where I keep you as a griffin the entire time. But I feel like that's gonna be better for you. There's usually several allies within a 10-foot radius of you, and you die a lot anyway, for some reason, in this run, so... Okay. To be fair, the insane amount of abyssal corruption we've picked up is not helping either. It's a problem. Fog enveloping you seems at once as thick as soup, yet almost transparent. Strange silhouettes emerge in the fog. You blink and you see someone standing next to you. Blink again, and there's no one there. Voices can be heard in the fog, young and old, men and women, loud and barely audible. They say disconnected phrases, but not in unison. One voice may start a word, then another voice finishes it. Closer, closer. Come this way. With us, you won't be alone. Why aren't you coming? Why can't we see you? Ari. Ari. Who are you? Silence stretches out for a moment. Are we? Am I? I. What are you doing to us? Why won't you open up? Wrong, wrong. Begone, illusion. Power roils within you, bursting free, piercing through the eerie fog and hurtling forward to the source of it and slams into it. You hear the howl of many voices, then the fog dissipates and the voices subside. Closer. Closer. Hey, Aru. Not Aru, Ivu. I don't know who thought up to give them both similar names. Hey, wake up! The bull is roasted. We're just waiting on you. What? You're all alive? Oh, you won't believe the awful dream I just had. All of Sarkoris burned to ash and we were all slaughtered. And the Queen of Mendev. Haha, you and your dreams. Come on, let's sit down. We can't celebrate the solstice without our chieftain, can we? Our chief? Ulbrich yawns widely. You'll never guess the dream I just had. All of Sarkoris had burned to the ground and the two of us... Wait, no. Nothing had burned down and my clan and me were roasting a bull for a feast. Was that a dream or not? And what does that make this here, now? It's Aurila's magic using mirages to confuse us. Gah, that cursed witch. All she does is mess with honest folks' heads. Ulbrich tugs at his beard. But the dream was a nice one. I didn't even want to wake up. I suppose that was the point. Make us fall asleep here and never wake from our sweet dreams. Well then, are you ready? Are you awake? Ready to go? Yeah, let's go. Our foes never sleep, so that means we can't either. Well, it also doesn't help that we have a ridiculous quantity of abyssal corruption. Seela, how many times do I have to tell you? Slow down. It's always act first, think later. I'm not doing it on purpose, SME, I swear. I know you're not doing it on purpose, I know. So now, let's try that move again. Seela's dark eyes are filled with tears. She blinks them away. Seela, are you alright? Everything was different for a moment. My life was different. As if Asemi, the paladin who died because of me, was still alive. She trained me and we traveled all over and so much happened. Seela grits her teeth. It was an illusion. Let's just drop it. Don't cry, please, or else you'll make me cry too. Are you ready to keep going? I'm always ready. That's so. That's funny. Vivian's back there somewhere. Could not tell you precisely where. Come this way. With me, you won't be alone. Hold it higher up the grip. You need to feel the balance. Yes, like that. Now strike. Bam! I did it. Did I do it good, Pop? Sure were, my girl. You'll be the future bane of all demons. I love you so much, Pop. You're the best. The vision disappears. Greyboar stands motionless for a moment, realizing what just happened, then spits cynically on the ground. Well, well. Those beasts got into my head. Your vision was so peaceful. Greyboar shrugs in deliberate nonchalance. It happens. Ready to move on? More than. I need to find the one who got in my head and kindly ask them to stop. Hey, Nenio. Greatest scientist in all Galarian, your addendum 120 to Volume 5 of the Encyclopedia has caused a furor across all the scholarly forums of Absalom. I am delighted to observe your scientific work. When can we expect your next publication? Very soon, by the end of the year at the latest. I'm making corrections to my 6th and 18th addenda to the 3rd volume of the Encyclopedia, and then I plan to rewrite the 1st volume in its entirety. I already have a slew of revisions I wish to make. The vision dissipates. Hey, wait, Mr. Journalist, where'd you go? My corrections. Nenio looks over at you. So the articles, and the addenda, and the paragraphs. She sighs. In your vision, it seems that your work on the encyclopedia goes on forever. What a preposterous notion! And it's not even true. I'm writing the encyclopedia for all of Galarian, for the students who will follow in my footsteps, for the professors who have limited opportunities to conduct their own experiments. I simply must finish it and get it published. Tinkering it with it forever, adding more and more, that would be purest vanity. I'm not like that at all. Are you ready to move on? Yes, just a moment. I need to get rid of this ridiculous memory. She wrinkles her nose, rubs her hands over her forehead, and loudly exhales. Done. I'm ready to go. Come to think of it, what am I doing in here? Ah, yes, I'm following the girl.
Always watch your back.
Okay, so we've just had a bunch of giggles internally. My heart's about to hurt, I think. Your eyes, skittish bootstraps. I always see a light in them. That inner strength, or perhaps the spark of your soul. Share this with me. I want to possess you, to own you. The vision fades to black and Arushale covers her face in horror. No, I don't want that. I don't want to want that. Are you ready to move on? Yes, I'm almost certain that a demon is creating these illusions. A very strange and powerful demon. We have to find them. Yeah, I know, girly. School's there. We don't have bismuth right now. Alright, down to the heart of the laboratory. Enemies in my home. I won't let you pass the threshold. My queen, I shall save you from this beast. The prey has fallen right into my lap. If I kill you, my name will be on everyone's lips.
Let's prove their logic is lacking. I will resist.
Okay, so some of us did not pass our saves.
Simply business.
Goodness gracious me.
Cover me. Mind over muscle. Prepare yourself.
Very nice, Aru.
Into the flame.
It's your time to cease to exist.
Nice.
Stab their backs. You're irrelevant.
Whoa, what was that? Bad day for the Calavicus, it seems. Beneath the top layer of the quivering red mast, you can make out the features of various demons. An eyeless Lilitu opens its mouth in a silent scream. A Painajai wriggles its multi-jointed limbs, broken tails and wings trembling. All of it is connected, fused into a single whole. And this whole twitches convulsively as you approach. You hear voices, the same ones that called to you in the fog. I wane. I dwindle. I gasp for breath. What are you? Now, nothing. You killed, ruined. But you, what are you? The voices are unleashed in a drawn-out shriek like a death cry. Now you can be at peace. The voices in your head subside. The unpleasant sensation of an alien presence also disappears.
A success worthy of praise.
Yeah, that's what we just found out from the lead act. Alright. So, touch the crystal.
Day 4, Frost, 4632. Experiment, wounded demons. Subject, a Lilitu and several lesser demons maimed in battle with crusaders. The fusing of body parts of different life forms has been done many times before, and is of no interest to me. The focus of this experiment is the fusing of souls. Desired
Cryptic.
result, to preserve the specific abilities of the donor subjects in the final fused entity.
Does Aurilu not sound a little bit like Zaria to you?
It may influence my other research.
Oh no, stupid Suja. You forgot. You clean forgot. We have abyss barriers in this place. Demons can cross them, but others can't. Clever. But you can get through if you have the key. Here, take it. Okay, so you know where I'm going now. Back up to the main laboratory. I feel like these guys try to kill me if I free them. But I don't actually remember. I don't even know if I've actually ever done this or if I'm just inventing a memory. So we're gonna heal and quick save. Barrier surrounding the frozen angel shimmers disconcerting. Barrier appears to have been created from the essence of the abyss and reinforced with spells repelling any living creature not of this dark plane. You see a beautiful silver-haired woman whose face displays unusual heavenly tranquility. Now you can get a good look at her wings. One looks strong and is covered in white feathers, just as you would expect of an angel. But the other wing, it looks like a framework of mismatched bones, with a grimy purple substance stretched across instead of webbing, and it is covered in something akin to scabs or strange scales. The angel awakens, but unexpectedly inclines her head in greeting. I do not know who you are, stranger, but thank you for freeing me. I am Targona, Blade of Iomede's heavenly host. My captivity, though I was ignorant of it, lasted so long. How did you end up here? I was brought here from the brink of death. I'd been fighting the Balor Derazand alongside a troop of crusaders when we were struck by the echo of Discari, a demon of terrifying power and cunning, and an old enemy of all my comrades perished, and the two demons set upon me like predators savaging a bird. Echo ripped off my wing and left me to die among the bodies of those I failed to protect. And then she appeared, the architect of the world wound. The angel's gaze darkens. Sometimes I am amazed at the vast power, terrifying or benevolent, that can reside in a mortal. However, Aurilu is no longer mortal. She brought me here. She treated me as much as she could, or as much as she deemed necessary. I can hardly remember those first days in the laboratory. Pain, strange magic, purple flames flickering around me. Aurilu spent hours casting spells over me. I was chained the whole time, though I was too weak to fight or... There was nothing else for me to do but to talk to her, to try to glimpse inside that black soul. I don't know what I hoped to find in them. Perhaps the smallest glimmer of light, hope that all this could be remedied. All I saw was twilight, a veil of arrogance and secrets that Aurilu used to keep herself separate from. Thoughts were occupied by some grand experiment I was of little interest by comparison. When she had finished her work, she put me into a deep sleep. A healing sleep, she said. It was necessary to allow my new abominable wing to settle in. I've been in that sleep until now. What grand experiment was Rilu planning when she captured you? She wanted to perfect her accursed wound. The second opening, as she called it. The rift was to be larger and more stable, opening a road to Galarian from new abyssal realms. What shocked me was that she talked about the disastrous consequences of her plan with total equanimity, as though they were minor details that were but a distraction from the experiment itself. I also know that her experiment required a mortal soul, perhaps as a sacrifice in some dark rite that would siphon the mortal's life force and use it for perverse ends. I heard, or rather pieced together from what I overheard, that the soul belonged to a child. Rilu, like many demons and demonic spellcasters, has the ability to wrest souls from their bodies and contain them in special vessels. The vessel containing that soul was delivered to the laboratory soon after I was brought here. Rilu was unusually distressed that day. She talked to me more than usual. That's when I learned the details of her plan. I was aghast when I realized that she was discussing the soul of a child, the soul which she likely wished to sacrifice. I cannot describe the horror I felt. What's wrong with your wing? It is the work of Rilu. The wing is fully functional. Its creator isn't known as the architect for nothing. But it frightens me. There is more of the abyss in this wing than in the eyes of an enraged Baelor. Baelors with the abyss in their eyes? How unscientific. I would have been pleased if she'd sent me anything at all. Finian's voice trembles. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry this happened to her. It's terrible. She should never have been... No living creature should ever be treated like that. Why didn't you get out of here or summon the warriors of heaven to help you? Even the goddess cannot hear me within these walls. This place, it belongs to the abyss, not the material. I could not call for help, only pray for a miracle. Perhaps your arrival is the answer to that prayer. I know what it's like, being cut off from everything you know, everything that makes you who you are, whispers Urushalei. The angel's gaze stops on the succubus and flames blaze up in her eyes. Demon! Weren't you one of my captors? The succubus instinctively bares her teeth in response and hisses threateningly. Her claws grow long, and suddenly you see the old Urushalei, the fearsome demon of the abyss. After a momentary standoff in complete silence, the angel suddenly holds her hands up and the wrathful glow in her eyes goes out. I can tell by your eyes that you know who she is and that you do not consider her an enemy. Forgive me. I spent too long slumbering, my self-control is diminished. I should not have been so hasty to deem your companion an enemy. Can you tell me anything about this place? I only know a little. Rilu once let it slip that this refuge is where she wrote the Lexicon of Paradox, the book of dark magic containing the secret to the world wound's creation. That means this place is older than the wound itself. Rilu must have created it, at least part of it, before her great atrocity. I was astonished at the strange way she seemed to speak of this laboratory. It was as if she despised this place, yet she tried not to show it. There was a moment when I wondered if this hatred was a sign of her contrition, but I was mistaken. Rilu Vorlesh is incapable of feeling contrite, even for a heartbeat. She's like a tempest, hurtling forward and sweeping aside everything in its path. I have to go. I need to find a way to get out of here. The power of heaven go with you. If only I could help, but my strength has been drained. Yeah, well, I just freed your angel buddy. So once we escape, the angel should be able to too. Alright, let's go clear some more of those barriers downstairs. I've never actually gone back after getting the key before, so this is actually a lot of new content for me. There's an abyssal barrier here, right? Yeah. And there's another one over here. Actually, let's do this one first. Alright, I haven't summoned Bismuth back yet. That's why my path looks funny.
You called?
Oh, my Bismuth is just straight up gone. Well, that's awkward. I have no idea what to expect from here. So we quick save where we go. There's a new region. Transformation crystal. Oh, wait. This has just taken me... Oh. Back to the heart. Interesting. Okay, I'm not ready to do this part just yet, I don't think. Interesting, so those two areas are connected. I had not realized that. Oh. A ripped book lies in the center of the room. Beneath the title in large letters, Lexicon of Paradox, are lines of text written in hasty, bold script. A shimmering purple haze rises from the pages. You are about to step over the threshold when the haze glows brighter. The power within you responds, roiling in agitation. But you feel no sense of danger. Rather, it's as though you are experiencing a chemical reaction to this unknown phenomenon. I'm gonna take the book. Mythic ring! Cool, I forgot about this. This actually will help me a ton. I think. Your fingers barely graze the book when the purple glow flares brightly and a series of inscriptions, diagrams, and sketches flash by, imprinting themselves in your memory as if you've always known them. Power fills you, just as wrathful and overwhelming as in the battle for the Wardstone or the moment you acquired the Sword of Valor. On the nature of rifts, that which we call a rift is in fact close to the complete opposite, a suture or a tie. It is a place where two planes are stitched together and meshed to the point of merging. Two types of rifts are encountered on the borders of the world wound, short-term natural rifts and stable engineered rifts. The latter allow entire armies to pass freely between the Abyss and Golarion. They were created at points where the fabric of reality formed into a specific type of fold, where the material plane was closest to the Abyss. More information about these folds of reality in former Sarkaris can be found in the Temple of Stone manuscripts in the ruined City of Eyes. Some of my own notes are also held there. I shall only make passing reference to them here. At the moment of writing, 5 of these folds have been identified. The most significant one was located near the Threshold Fortress, and it was that which made the world wound possible. The second most significant rift, the Maiming of Eyes, marks the ruins of the famous city. The third rift, the Gates of Midnight, is hidden in the Midnight Fane. The fourth, the Harrowing, leads to my personal laboratory, and finally the fifth, the Blood of Pulura, is located near the Sarkorian Shrine. All of the rifts within the perimeter of the wound function as a single system. In a way, they are like a single entity, or offshoots from a single root. This means that closing them separately is impossible. They will disappear only when the source is uprooted. The main rift, that which some people call the last threshold, although it is in fact the true and original world wound. The wound cannot be closed using ordinary methods. The very manner in which it was opened protects it from interference. The only means of closing it requires... This is the last surviving page of a book that has been ripped in 2. All the other pages are missing. So we don't know what it requires. Spooky!
Discari's here. Discari himself. Blimey! One minute we had a dragon, the next, bam, she was gone. What are you gonna do? Fight or flee? If flee is your plan, let me help you out. I've got a scroll here with a good protective spell.
Care to lend me a weapon? I'll try to fight the demons.
Sure thing. Here, take this. Best crossbow I've got. The person who made it said it could pierce the hide of a demon lord even. Good luck! Try not to get eaten now!
Yes, very good. A dose of bravery or a fit of honor. It could be nothing else. Or perhaps her instincts are hinting.
Milady, this creature's about to die. Shouldn't you...
Booze. I do get another.
Got you at last. And you took Lady Aurilu's gift. She left it for you, she did. I made sure the gift was safely delivered. And now, I can return to my lady.
The Dretch looks decidedly pitiful up close. His limbs are trembling and a multitude of stitches crisscross his skin. Without them, it seems his body would simply fall to pieces. The demon's gaze is fixed on you and you detect a strange yearning. Why did Aurilu need someone to shoot Discari back in Canabras?
She needed to spill his blood. The blood of a demon lord is a powerful thing and very useful, you see. It's a priceless reagent. You can make so many things out of it. A wondrous blade, for example, that can turn even a wardstone to dust.
Go, and tell Aurilu that I'm tired of her rules.
Riddles aren't always bad. Farewell.
Mythic rank! Give me that mythic rank! Okay. Ow. I think I want to go with speed. Alright, we'll snag sleep, I guess. And hideous laughter. And Ivy gets a level up because we get a mythic rank. Hooray! Okay, this is... Alright. We'll go bite. 3. Aggressive block, yeah. That sounds good to me. Okay. Alright. Okay, now back to here. Maybe we just don't worry about the pig guy. Though killing him would give me a nice bit of XP, to be fair. Hi, do we have... Guys? Let's go. Okay, great. A quick save, because once again I have no idea what to expect here. Ooh. That's right, the direct, eh? Shoot the Nerlith first. Maybe we get lucky and knock her out early. Unfortunate. Okay. Somebody's been drunk. Oh, horse.
I'll remove this obstacle.
It's not very good for you.
This condition is I dedicate my body.
That was quite a combo of voice lines. Okay, so Olbrig's gone. That's just the slightest bit awkward.
Your death awaits.
Please deal with it. Come on. Better. Ow.
No glory without risk.
Sela. Do better. Gravor, you're hitting the wrong person, I can tell you that right now. Please, please kill the Merilith. Deal with the problem. I beg you. That's not what I asked you to do.
Cover me.
Deal with it, deal with it. Come on. This is very bad. That's very bad. Please. Graybor, stop. Hitting the wrong person.
Prepare yourself.
Bye, Viv.
Stab their backs.
Oh, thank goodness for that. Dealt with one problem. We have a lot of other ones to deal with, though.
Someone save me. Someone save me.
Sela, that is the wrong person.
I'll loot your corpse.
My goodness.
Victory is...
Okay, Sela. Guys, you've got one job. Save this run.
Your death awaits.
That's bad. I'm at full health, very temporarily. Okay. Do I have any fancy things I can do? Anyway.
Stab their backs.
Solve the problem. What? 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 Ugh. We might be coming back for these ones later, too. God. That just wiped my entire party. I have run into 3 encounters in 2 hours that have wiped my entire party multiple times apiece.
Always watch your back.
I'm not okay with that. Bye. I want nothing to do with it. I will come back for that nonsense later. I'm a higher level. We'll come back to the lab and we'll deal with those things. Don't let me forget. We're only level 10. It's a problem. Also, we have the corruption. Honestly, yeah, we should just go. Alright. More lore.
Day 28. Cullis Drill. 4606. Experiment. Transformation. Subject. Arilu Vorlesh. Human female. With a clear affinity for arcane magic. Objective. To fuse a mortal soul with the essence of the abyss. Predicted result. The formation of a full-fledged half-demon on the basis of a mortal being. Potential risks unknown. The death of the subject is extremely likely. I will continue to monitor the experiment for as long as I can.
I mean, I will say this for her. She's not a good person. But at the very least, she doesn't do anything to other people that she's not willing to go through herself.
Day 20. Farast 4606. Experiment. The suture. Subject. Former Arachne subjected to extreme exposure when passing through the world wound. As a result of this exposure, the demon was reborn as a dretch, a unique event in demonology. The reborn demon also acquired serious malformations, which did not respond to standard treatment methods. Objective: to assess the threat to other demons to stabilize passage through the world wound. The survival of the subject is also desirable for the purposes of further observation.
No wonder Nenia likes her. They're both equal kinds of crazy.
Well, well. It seems that someone has been meddling with my projector without permission. Again. How many times have I told you not to do that, I made this recording for the sole purpose of telling you that when I return, I shall be very, very angry.
That's fine. There's a rift here that'll take me back home. More doors that I don't think I've ever opened. Locked. With game. Guess I get to do that later. Now if I open a rift, is it gonna let all those other people out too? Actually, maybe now I go back and I tell them that there is a rift. Hold on. I want them to know that their escape can be assured. I'm a nice person, and I understand how all this works a little bit better now than I did on previous runs. Guys, so I opened a rift out. You can escape now. And sealed the way out. You are free. Free! Then let's leave at once. May the light of Iomade be with you. I honestly have no idea what time of day it is, sir. so glad I could do a good thing for them. The fact that the shift is here also means that that I can get back in and out as I please from here on forth, which will be good because I want to try and level up. I might come back around like level 14. Honestly, at about the level when I can deal with Blackwater, I could probably deal with this.
Precisely.
Okay. To the laboratory. Alright. Well. That was an adventure. I am a good person. At least I think so. Try to be.
Always watch your back.
Okay. Do we think... Do you think the Dresden teleport thing is available again yet? Demon's army approaching, yeah? Oh. Instant humor, that. Oh. Thank goodness for that. Okay. Let's go to our court. I've never slept at the court before, so I want to try it. And also, I gotta go and report back to my peeps and be like, so, you'll never believe where that sent me. Didn't even get a chance to have a rest either. It really sucked. We're all exhausted. Good night. Wait, what? What? It's still... Also, this is entirely the wrong person to be cooking. Hi, let's have Nenio cook.
You really have faith in me, Sela. But why? You're a paladin. Can't you sense the evil in my heart?
You don't have to be without sin to be good, sister. And to start on the path to atonement, you first need to admit that you have something to atone for.
They're good for each other, I think. Okay, well, at least it didn't add to the corruption. So it's relatively safe in that sense, but I guess it's not actually consecrated, so I can't actually, like, recover from the abyssal corruption there. Well, that's good to know. Hi, guys. Oh. Still, I think she's been away too long. I've tried to trace the teleportation twice and, failed. Surely you don't mean that we teleported Skittish Bootstraps, the champion of the gods, the Crusader's Knight Commander, and our friend, to a random point in space, with no way of even knowing exactly where? That's exactly what you did. And it was a great adventure it was, too. Skittish Bootstraps, you're back! What was it like? Was it beautiful? Asks Aranka with bated breath, as her friends erupt in cheers and whoops of jubilation. You may have erred a little with the destination, but I still saw and learned many interesting things. Life is full of discoveries, and I'm happy to see things that you see that way too. Your spirit is special. So, when are we going to perform the ritual again? What about right now? We need to finish what we started after all. All the Wallflower takes a deep breath to speak and says with all the determination he could muster, no way. I'm not teleporting our friend to an unknown destination ever again. We'll try once more if we improve the ritual to make it more predictable, but to be honest, I'm not sure it can be done. Okay. Yeah, we gotta track down the dragon, but she's a little too tough for us for now. I tried. Okay, I tried. I tried, Greybor. We all died. Deal with it. Ugh, we all need a proper rest back in Dresden. This has been a day of adventures. How many times did I get my butt kicked? Like, was it like 3 or 4 with the dragon, 3 or 4 with the pig dude, once with the crazy crystal Darachne? So like 7 or 8 times? It was a lot. Oh, and also I am very tired now because it's nearly midnight. So, yeah, we got 5 minutes to midnight, 2 minutes to 2.5 hours in stream. So this is going to be where I call it for the night. That was crazy. Also weird that there's like no music right now. It's just thinking so hard trying to load Dresden. What shenanigans has the city been up to then? That it's taking this long to load? Or has my internet just unexpectedly gotten worse? If stream cuts out, then I will apologize profusely, but we're at the end of stream anyway, so. Oh, it's an Ember cutscene. Some say that being a kind person is hard work, that most people can't do it. Is that true? Look at the people standing next to you. Don't you want to love these people? Is it so hard to smile at them? To say a kind word? To share with those in need? Don't you feel joy when you do something good for others? And isn't it wonderful when they do the same for you? Kindness is the easiest and most pleasant thing in the world. A crowd is gathered in the street. Young and old, civilians and soldiers, everyone is listening to the frail elf girl, captivated by her delicate voice as it rings out. And what about ungrateful brats, huh? You do good for them and they just... Wow, he's polite. They just take advantage of you in return. Just don't be like them. Don't get angry at these people. They don't know what they're doing. Don't abandon them to their silliness and sins. Keep doing and you will see. Sooner or later, they will realize they were wrong. Listen to her. She will teach you to live good lives. Right, Commander, that's for sure. Thank you for your kind words. I'm not saying anything special. These are simple things. Everyone knows them. Come on, keep talking. One man claps his hands. Others join in with claps and cries of encouragement. All right. I was talking about being kind to your neighbors. And look, the commander decided to set an example. The girl keeps preaching. Up to the citadel. Up, up, up. That's cool. So it doesn't get rid of abyssal corruption, but it does give us a nice luck bonus on skill checks to sleep there. Okay. In we go. How many cutscenes am I gonna get hit with here? Okay. Commander, Anevi agrees with an energetic nod. My people have reported some shifty-looking characters hanging out in a cove not far from here. They invite passerby to go treasure hunting, promise them untold riches. Apparently there have been folks who bought their tales and went away with them. None have come back. Sounds like a place worth investigating. What do you reckon? Tell me more. This is the place, the Murky Grotto. There are two of them, a fat guy and a scrawny guy. Could be your everyday bandits, but what if they're cultists? Anyway, I'd go check it out just to be safe. Have there been many reports like that? A whole heap of them. This world wound of ours, cultists, spies, crooks, and lunatics are all over the place. I usually don't report this kind of stuff to you, I just deal with it myself, but those treasure hunters? My gut's telling me they're a special case. Something that only you can deal with. That's true enough. Very well, I'll look into it. Thank you for the report. We could do the Treasure of the Midnight Isle. That's a good place to get more XP. Takes forever, though. Skittish bootstraps, we got ourselves settled in here, so it's time to go back for the mongrels. If we don't do it, Sol will keep stalling until Iomide herself comes down to drag him out. Alright, let's go. We can always use more fighters. Call me when you're ready to go. I'll be waiting. But yeah, I'm not ready yet, but we'll get there. Scarenthal the Rock Cleaver. An entire grove seems to be heading your way. A creaking procession of treants and moving trees approaches you, their leaves rustling. Greetings, Lushbringer, O most worthy leader of the Free Crusaders, says the treant whose bark is cracked and gnarled. I am Scarenthal the Rock Cleaver. Like everyone else who has come with me, I am a guardian of the perished woods of Sarkoris. Demons are our sworn enemies. They destroyed or corrupted our forests and drained or poisoned the rivers that nurtured them. Unable to cope with the loss, many of my brethren have succumbed to insanity. Where spring sap once flowed in their veins, now only fury and madness remains. Those of us who retained our sanity guarded the last remaining pockets of forest in the world wound without hope. But then, with one wave of a mortal's hand, the abyss-blighted soil was turned into a flowering garden. When we learned of this miracle, we came here to support you in your cause, for the sake of the forests that perished and those that will be born on the healed land. The treant pauses and ends his oration on a grand note. I beg of you, O most worthy one, to recruit us as free crusaders and allow us to join the ranks of your allies and fight under your banners. Trees crusaders? Sure. Why not? Skittish bootstraps, you should bear in mind that the treants are accompanied by quickwoods, carnivorous plants that often hunt humans. Recruiting them would be akin to letting a pack of ravenous wolves loose in your house. You sense a faint note of anger in the rustling and creaking coming from Scarenthal and his fellow creatures. Do not insult us so, stranger. We wouldn't have come all the way here and extended the branch of friendship and support just to betray our allies' trust. Treants are shepherds to quickwoods and will ensure they do harm to no one. You don't expect us to abandon them to the demons, do you? They, too, are living creatures, just like you and every other crusader. But can you really be assured that your charges won't harm anyone? Look, Skittish bootstraps, the best choice for you and those who trust you would be to refuse to accept them as crusaders. Still, if you choose to let them join, make the treants tell you where the groves are located and promise to burn them down in retaliation for the quickwoods' wrongdoings, should there be any. Threaten our ally for something they have not yet done and probably never will? Out of the question. I will accept Scarenthal and his friends as my allies without these cruel conditions. The treants and quickwoods respond with agitated humming and rustling. For a moment you feel like you're standing under a dense canopy in the middle of a downpour. Thank you, Lushbringer. Your trust is an honor, and we will prove ourselves worthy of it. Now, if you'll allow me, we have heard tell of a special ritual you perform over your allies. Unite them as crusaders. We don't quite understand all the details of these titles and regalia, but we'd not like to see ourselves going without. We want to be full-fledged members of your company. Genuine enthusiasm rings in the treant's voice. I will knight you, but you must learn how to play music. Scarenthal makes a halting attempt to creak through the tune. Your customs are quite unusual but intriguing. Thank you for the honor. We'll head to your court and help our brothers and sisters in whatever way we can.
That's easy.
Rest, 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 rest. Cure the abyssal corruption. Actually, wait, it's gone now, isn't it? Right, we came into Dresden and it disappeared. Okay, never mind. It's fine. I forget about that. You get close to the Sword of Valor and it just goes poof. Hey, Ivu. I am the dreadful dragon of destruction. I wreak chaos and devour the hearts of my foes. I am the dark knight of your futile hopes, and I'm not tiny at all. I just used my magic to become smaller and more agile. Yep. Phew. My scare away the demon speech is hard. I need to keep practicing. Then I have to go too. We have to go, both of us. Ivu. Alright. I'm exhausted. That did not do what I wanted it to do. So, click to edit. Much better. Okay. Thanks for joining me through that adventure. Goodness gracious me, that was ridiculous. But we made it through. We only died like 8 times. It's fine. Totally fine. We'll we'll mess around with some other adventures next time. What I might do next time, now that I've got another mythic rank, is I might head down and do Winter Sun. Hopefully that'll get me to level 11. And then there's one more place besides Winter Sun and Green Gates. And then there's a couple of other random locations to go and explore, and there's Woljif's little area that he wants to go visit, and the Dragon Tower, probably closer to the end. There's a lot of quests to catch up on, but we will get to that when we get to that. For now, good night. If it is night for you and you watch this, sleep well. Goodbye.